Hi, so I'm Camilla Speranza and I work at Università della Svizzera Italiana in Switzerland. I have a background in psychology and now in this moment I'm working in project related to public health and social marketing as a researcher.
Can you explain what are the main areas of application of social marketing?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so first of all, social marketing is an approach that tries to integrate the concept and the techniques of marketing with other approaches, such as, for example, behavioral sciences. And in order to improve behaviors, like to influence behavior for positive changes. At the individual level, societal level, for a greater social good. And social marketing is an approach that follows ethical principles. So it was first theorized in the 50s with the idea that if we are able to sell goods, we should also be able to sell social goods. So for example, if I'm able to sell a soup, why shouldn't I be able to sell also a social good behavior, like for example, a healthy behavior or a socially positive policy. So throughout all the 80s, the social marketers started to apply this concept to, first of all, contraception. So they really started in the developing countries, and the major topics were family planning and the child mortality. And then this field developed in other areas, such as, for example, HIV. Then, since this approach was remarked as very solid, the whole area of social marketing broadened up, and it included many other domains, such as, for example, public health. And with a particular focus, for example, in smoking cessation, so stop smoking, in the vaccination, rather than, for example, other preventive programs, such as cancer, breastfeeding. And then, subsequently, the field of social marketing broadened up a lot, and it included many social problems, such as NCDs, environmental sustainability, and it was evident how social marketing could be really a robust approach to tackle social problems, planetary problems and healthy problems.
Well, in our days, how the social marketing can help in order to solve, for example, socially significant problems? What kind of problems we could tackle through social marketing?
Well, social marketing is a discipline that addresses social problems in general. So because it starts by understanding which are the root causes of the problems, and it examines which are the possible causes of it, and then tries to find innovative solutions for it. So it's really interdisciplinary approach that can be used to solve any kind of social problems, and in this sense also the disability field is absolutely in line with the type of interventions that social marketing can provide. So for example, social marketers do a substantial behavioral analysis and research with people on which are the needs that they have. So the focus is really on understanding the target audience, that are the people involved, and with them co-create innovative solutions. So this can really be an interdisciplinary approach for many social problems.
What are the most common tools that social marketing applies?
Well, I would say research is really the main tool that social marketing uses, because as I said, there's really a big behavioral component in social marketing. So there's a behavioral analysis of which are, as I said before, the needs, and understanding the behaviors and the needs and the desire of the target audience and the population involved. And then throughout these, social marketers are able to get insights of which are the problems and the causes of the problems, and through these insights understanding what moves and motivates people. And through these, social marketers are able to co-create with people solutions, and these solutions are often owned by the people themselves. They are the owners of these ideas and these interventions that then are developed. So this is the core concept of social marketing.
Thank you very much.
We are professors in marketing at the University of Valencia in Spain.
Our research topics are, for example, related to international marketing, non-lucrative marketing, foods, sales, among others.
Can you help us to distinguish the social marketing from the general marketing? What are the main differences?
Okay, the main difference is the context when the marketing tools are applied. Marketing is a general discipline and it can be used in diverse spheres, for example, tourism, industrial marketing, and also in non-lucrative companies, and that's what we call social marketing.
Yes, for example, in the case of non-lucrative associations that want to they apply the marketing in causes, for example, with disabilities, people, or other contexts.
Do you believe that social marketing is popular enough and people know how to use it?
Okay, the social marketing is a very old concept that it has appeared in the 70s, in concrete in 1972, but so it's an old concept that has been applying in marketing literature, but it's true that maybe most associations are not applying these social marketing concepts or theories because of they having enough resources, or because they are not prepared, they have not the knowledge to apply the social marketing programs.
Yes, many times social organizations are not aware about all the possibilities that social marketing can offer. Politicians, on the contrary, are using it more and more and more, and this is not happening in these organizations that need useful tools to promote changes in behaviors.
What knowledge and skills are needed in order to apply social marketing?
For example, open minds, to be innovative, to be creative, to have knowledge about how to develop marketing research, to know the insights of different targets.
And in many times, these organizations have a very good ideas, but in our opinion, the problem is that they have to put this idea together and to plan them. They have to, first of all, to evaluate the context where they operate and to have exactly define their objectives. After this, and to describe the targets they want to reach, then is the moment to think in actions. In actions, of course, related with marketing, but also just not to think in action, but also to think how they are going to operate, carry on these actions.
And of course, very important to have in the organizations person in charge of the control phase, the last phase of a marketing plan, to measure the effectiveness of the actions that are being developed.
If people want to learn more about marketing, social marketing, of course that there are handbooks that they can learn more. In the project that now we are, social inclusion marketing, we have developed some material that we call, well, it's a handbook, the IO2 that we call, and the IO3, that is the pedagogical strategy that through case studies, people can be familiarized with the social marketing actions or programs. So maybe it's a good idea to know these materials.
Hello everybody, I am the coordinator of the Social Inclusion Marketing.
And could you please share with us what are the major benefits for the social organizations if they decide to apply social marketing?
Well, in my point of view, different times requires different competencies. Social organizations, non-profit organizations, and the professionals, they need to receive knowledge and to experiment new solutions, innovative solutions. And social marketing has the knowledge, methodology, and instruments to improve the daily work of the professionals that they work with disabled people. This is why social marketing is so important in that kind of organizations.
Can you give us example, for example, how social marketing supported your organization?
Social marketing in APCC in Coimbra, Portugal, began in 2004. We try several activities and methodologies based on social marketing. It opens the organization to mapping and to know very well, establish a relation with the stakeholders, to know how important and critical they are for our core business, which is the inclusion of disabled people. Also improve the relationship and the team building of our professionals through outdoor activities and also with employers. And it was in Portugal the first social marketing book that we received one award. At this moment, the social marketing has another kind of focus because we are at a different stage, of course. At this moment, it is very important for the middle directors, for example, to establish strategic plans to improve the team buildings, the work with the disabled people and their families, and the other professionals, of course.
And finally, what is your message to those disability organizations who would like to apply social marketing?
Social marketing gives us a new and one innovative mindset to try to experiment new things with new results, which creates a new dynamic.